OK, everyone, I want to just level with you straight away. I haven't watched a single minute of the Harry and Meghan docuseries on Netflix, not a second of it.
99% of people who haven't seen a Netflix show are outraged by it, Patrick. You're not the only one.
Now, we're going to be talking about proper news on this show, the strike action, the cost of living crisis, and how we're going to tackle illegal immigration.
Okay. I bet when you're tackling these proper news stories, I bet not once do you mention that all three topics that you covered there exist because of the Conservative government. I mean, why would you do that when Mick Lynch rhymes with Grinch?
I know that we're also going to be talking a lot about Harry and Meghan, and
you just said you haven't watched it and you want to focus on proper news. Then in the next breath, you said you're going to spend a lot of time talking about a thing you haven't even seen. He is right about something, actually. Most of us are concerned about the cost of living crisis, and if only the red faces of gammon could be used to generate heat. Sadly, it can't.
I've made my feelings clear about Whinge and Ginge in the past. It's a big story, and as a broadcaster, there's usually no excuse for not doing my research on a topic before I come to air and discuss it. But I had a choice today. I had a choice to wake up and deliberately spend hours of my life watching something I knew would make me very, very angry.
But why would it make you angry, Patrick? Most reports I've seen say it's quite a slow burner, the programme. It's a very dull look at their lives with very few juicy revelations whatsoever. Why would you, a person who I assume is not a racist, sorry, but that's just a guess because I can't be bothered to do any research, a bit like you, why would a non-racist get angry at a mixed race lady? It's a mystery that is impossible to solve.
Or crack on with my day in blissful ignorance and actually be happy with my life. I chose happiness.
Clearly, Patrick, you are the happiest person I've ever seen in my life. You look like Droopy had a child with a Joker mask and then was then told that both his parents have died. That's how happy you look. Next video, please. And I think we're all agreed the best way to distract and dismiss and deflect from Meghan's claims of racism is to get a black lady to speak to a child for some reason. Roll VT.
He alleges that they said to him that every girl who marries into the royal family gets the same kind of treatment from the press.
Well, I guess that settles it then, doesn't it? All the racism and all the attacks are fine because all the other white British royals were also told to go back to where they came from. Oh.
Prince Harry's argument is there was a race element when it came to Meghan. What do you think?
Well, I mean, to be honest, I think that the others got treated far worse. I mean, if you look at Fergie, they were ghastly to her, weren't they? They were horrible.
Yeah, remember all that racist stuff the press said about Fergie? No, that didn't happen, did it? No.
It almost felt to me as though he was saying that this country is racist, we treat her badly, yet she is from America. I used to live in America. If you want to know about racism, you go there.
Yeah.
Whataboutism is a disease that eventually infects every single grifter. We can't be racist in Britain because America is even more racist than Britain. Jesus Christ.
So I think it's a bit disingenuous to try and make out that, you know, everyone was against them, the press was against them. It's total rubbish.
But no, that's disrespectful somehow to say that we're racist here. And these snowflake ex-royals should just suck it all up and deal with the fact that the media fucking hates them. Right, let's move on and get some calm, sensible, hyperbole-free analysis from GB News' Dan Wootton.
An act of treachery against their own flesh and blood, the institution of the monarchy, our late great Queen Elizabeth II, the United Kingdom, the British public, and even the Commonwealth.
Okay, never mind. It was wishful thinking. Dan Wootton is a man who I like to call pantomime Hitler. Where's your credibility? It's behind you!
Yep, the Duke and Duchess of Delusion went for the jugular in the disgraceful first 3 episodes of their Netflix reality show.
Now, from what I can gather, because I haven't seen it, as I said earlier, the first 3 episodes of this Netflix series is basically about how the couple fell in love. Also, it's about them tutting at press treatment of them, you know, just sort of outlining what was happening without going into too many specifics. And it seems that warrants the amount of anger from all the GB News people we've seen so far. And without a doubt, the most over the top of all of them is Dan Wootton.
Taking millions in dirty Hollywood money.
Wait, is that a dog whistle?
Taking millions in dirty Hollywood money.
The Jews.
Taking millions in dirty Hollywood money. So somehow we're supposed to feel sorry for Harry and Meghan, two of the richest, most connected, most privileged people in the world, fleeing the UK on first-class flights to first-class mansions.
I've actually seen this argument on Twitter. People are upset that Harry and Meghan are paid quite well. That is their justification for the anti-Meghan smear campaign we've seen for the last few years. I bet you any money, if I look through anybody's timeline on Twitter who thinks Meghan's paid too much money, I bet you I will see some praise on their timeline for billionaire Elon Musk. Seriously though, what kind of an argument is, how dare the royal family of all people be rich? It's inconceivable. And when those rich people make money independently, the argument is then, how dare rich people become even richer? We've never seen this in our lives. Yes, how dare rich people become rich? You know, you sound like a socialist there almost, that you've become what you hate just because you can't keep in the racism.
Harry and Meghan want you to believe their disgraceful behaviour, bullying, tantrums, lies was irrelevant because everything came back to race. So are they desperate to present themselves as victims of the media?
Listen, Dan Wootton's whole grift is basically saying, fuck you, Harry, fuck you, Meghan, fuck you, we hate you all. And then they come back with a Netflix special which highlights all the hatred all put together. And then he's like, oh, you fucking attention seekers. Oh, God, I hate you so much. It's all about you, isn't it? Right, now I'm going to have to go and write 20 Daily Mail articles about this and make some kind of really over-the-top TV programme, because otherwise it won't go viral. Hey, everyone, look at me. I'm the real victim here.
In the left-wing world of woke, victimhood sells.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you a very cleverly edited clip that, if taken out of context, which it will be, looks very bad indeed for Dan Wootton.
They were forced out of the UK because this is some sort of racist colonial hellhole that was never going to accept an American mixed-race princess.
Now that is actually how most people, most normal people, I might add, see how the press and grifters, how they treated Meghan. Now that clip I showed there was after a section about Brexit, where Harry rightly points out that after Brexit, after the whole thing had finished, there was a slight, let's say, massive upsurge in people kind of really letting their racism run wild, just saying whatever they fucking wanted. People were, in short, being openly racist, and there was many news reports about this. That fact is undeniable, unless, of course, you're Dan Wootton or anyone who works on GB News. It would be a shame if I uploaded that out-of-context Dan Wootton clip to my Twitter, so I definitely won't do that until I've finished uploading this video to YouTube, of course. You know, priorities. But the point I'm trying to make is a clip of Dan Wootton out of context looks bad, as does a clip of Meghan, which has now gone viral in itself, of her curtsying in a really over-the-top way in front of the Queen. It was immediately taken out of context in a way to show that Meghan was disrespectful to the Queen for being so over-the-top with her curtsy. Even though a big part of the clip isn't shown on the viral thing, which shows her saying that other members of the royal family praised her for giving it a go, and she actually did quite well. Also, I can't believe it's 2022 and curtsying is a thing that some people are getting apoplectic with rage about. Anyway, I've run out of time for today. I want to watch the rest of the football, so I'm going to stop now. But the thing is, there's so much footage of people going mad about nothing on GB News and on their YouTube that I can cut many more of these videos in the next couple of days, because I've got quite a bit of spare time on my hands. Spoiler alert, no friends. So what I'm going to do is spend quite a lot of this weekend coming up making part 2, maybe even part 3 as well, if you guys want to see it. So do let me know in the comment section if you want to see more of this, and you know, what other angles you want me to take, and comments about this. And remember, I've also uploaded another video today asking people specifically why they hate Meghan, with a few ground rules in there, so you must watch the massively long 4-minute video to find out what the ground rules are before you can reply to that question. Okay, don't do what other people have done already and just do a Dan Wootton in the comment section, because your comment will not get approved for public viewing. You're just shouting into the ether, basically. No one's going to see it. So do check that video out, and stay tuned for part 2/part 3 as well of this, if there is demand for it. So let me know if you want to see that. Until then, there are other videos about the royal family available on my channel, so do check those out, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.